Spousal support or alimony, those are the same things. Alimony is what people used to call it. Spousal support is a more common word. Spousal support is awarded in a divorce when, number one, usually the marriage itself is at least 5 years long, but more generally when we're looking at 20 years or more. If you're in a short-term marriage, just 2 or 3 years, it is extremely unlikely that spousal support will be awarded. It's also unlikely that spousal support will be awarded even in a long-term marriage if both the spouses made similar money, if both spouses had similar income. Spousal support is likely to be awarded when one spouse made, significantly more income than the other spouse, and the lower income earning spouse needs the spousal support to maintain a lifestyle or to help them get on their feet so that they can move forward. Common scenarios where spousal support is granted is when one spouse elected, the parties agree together for one spouse to be a stay-at-home parent. And nowadays, that isn't always the mom. There are plenty of stay-at-home dads out there and plenty of women who end up paying spousal support. So if one person stayed home, so then they didn't actually have any income, and say the other spouse was making $100,000 or more a year, then there's kind of a formula that goes down, right? And after the courts have divided up the assets, that's very important to know. After the courts have divided up the assets, then the court can make a decision about how much spousal support should be awarded. It's important to know that that order happens because some families, even though there's a disparity in income, there are a significant number of assets. So maybe the lower income earner could end up with, $100,000 or $200,000 kind of property award settlement to pay them for parts of retirement or parts of the house or different kind of assets that have accumulated. In this case, the lower income earner is not destitute, at the time of the divorce. They actually have some things to work with. And in that scenario, even though spousal support is probably warranted, it will definitely be a lower amount. On the other hand, if you're a family which one person is the higher income earner and maybe the other spouse is not, and there has not been a large accumulation of assets, you can be pretty sure that a spousal support order is going to go down. So then the question becomes not necessarily just how much is spousal support, but how long will spousal support have to be paid? The rule of thumb is 1 year of support for every 4 to 5 years of marriage. There's also an understanding that marriages that are greater than 20 years, there's a very real possibility that spousal support could go on until one spouse dies or until the receiving spouse remarries. Sometimes you can write other things into your order that says when spousal support will end, but pretty much that's what you need to know.